Well, hello there trainers, greetings, KuroBlitz here and welcome back to another video on my channel. I hope you all are having a wonderful summer as we wait for the new updates for the Scarlet and Violet DLC of the Teal Mask and the Indigo Disc in the Pokemon World Championships 2023. However, as we wait for that, I would like to show you a new battle in this new potential universe for Pokemon. A battle that many of you would have liked to see in a Scarlet and Violet anime series. A battle between two champions, the current World Monarch Ash Ketchum and La Primera of the Paldea region, Geeta. So, I would like to write a battle for these two to have in the near future. I'm going to show you a really good hypothetical one in a 3v3 for an exhibition match. So yeah, this is my version of an Ash vs Geeta battle in the Pokemon anime universe. Our journey begins in the coast seas of the Paldea region, where we visit the Blueberry Academy, a great academy for tournaments and Pokemon battles, and also studies the art of Pokemon battling and fighting. As we see, a student from the Violet Academy named Nemona is now an exchange student here, and she's talking about the new competition called the Blueberry Brawlerama, a tournament that involves the fighting spirit of Pokemon, but also highly promotes the usage of fighting type Pokemon as well, either being naturally fighting type or even being Terra fighting type. Nemona explains to us that this tournament has the origins from both the Kanto and the Unova region, where both Bruno and Marshall have competed in the Grand Prix and also in the Club Explosion of the Don George tournaments. These fighting type tournaments are very inclusive in many other regions, including the region of Faerun, when Pokken battles are equally matched. As well as now a traditional costume. So, this is the battle that I would like to write. Ash vs Geeta. A battle between two trainers, two champions. Who will come out on top? Who will show the best fighting spirit in terms of their own Pokemon in this 3v3 fight? We shall see. So trainers, without further ado, let's get this battle started. Both champions cross the battlefield of the Blueberry Academy, with Ash sending his latest capture, a Dracovish, a water dragon Pokemon prehistoric from the Galar region, while Geeta tries to play the same card by summoning her prehistoric Glamora as her lead. Both Pokemon begin to fight, as Dracovish sends a powerful Ice Fang at Glamora, trying to freeze the prehistoric flower. However, this one retaliates, by being hit by. They will basically spread all of Toxic Spikes with her Toxic Debris ability, poisoning Dracovish in the mouth directly, trying to use the bait for this draconic Pokemon, sending a powerful barrage of Venoshocks and making him go by. Glimora is not having any of that, as she dodges from the air by using several meteor beams to either fly or attack Dracovish from afar, and using powerful power gems so that he can hit the dragon Pokemon with her own rock moves. However, Dracovish is not having any of that, revealing their new secret weapon, Surf, a powerful water type move that they replaced from the move Water Gun. The powerful Surf is repelling all of the rock type attacks, as Dracovish uses the momentum to dive with the powerful Dragon Rush and hitting Glimora again. However, more toxic debris are spreading across the battlefield. The tension is high. Dracovish isn't having any of that, as Ash commands for them to use a powerful Fish's Rend to end the fight, and the super effective move connects with Glamora. However, more spikes are going to across the battlefield. Glimora isn't having any of that, and with being bitten by Dracovish in the mouth, they finally reeled in the bait, and they summon a powerful Terra Blast right into the fish's mouth. However, they're trying to escape, yet to no avail, as the powerful appendages start to glow, and Dracovish uses again another Fish's Rend, ending the fight for the Glamora, as she's incapable of battle. Geeta returns her lead Pokemon, as she did her job, and now she's going to summon yet another powerful Paldean with the Psychic Expatra. With the summoning of Expatra, Dracovish tries to do its job by using Surf on her wings to get her soaking wet and using Ice Fang on her legs to try to freeze her in spot, and it succeeds. However, this was only a bait for the fish to be lured in, as Expatra uses Lumina Crash, trying to trap the fish in her psychic barriers of light, and without further notice, she summons a powerful Dazzling Gleam, a fairy type move, immobilizing Dracovish on the spot with a super effective hit, taking down the ancient ruler of Galar and giving a battle for the win to Geeta. Ash is now in a hustle. However, he decides to send his next Pokemon to counter Geeta's bird, one of his own, to defend the pride of his Galarian partner. There comes Sirfetch'd, who gets immediately poisoned by the toxic debris. However, Sirfetch'd has experience in dealing with stat hazards, as he uses his shield to summon a brutal swing, defeating all of the debris and basically having none scattered across so that his third Pokemon doesn't suffer the same fate. Using its sleek, like a capture stylus from a ranger, he basically connects it with the disc that is the shield, trying to hit Espatra from back and forth. However, the Psychic Bird is having none of that. As she cannot use her psychic attacks to use against the dark move, she uses her fairy move, Dazzling Gleam, basically throwing the shield off guard. However, Sirfetch'd is able to catch it, but he also gets hit by the fairy type move once again. Sirfetch'd keeps on using Brutal Swing as both a defensive and offensive tactic. However, Espatra is having none of that, as she tries to block all of the barrages with her own Walls of Light with Lumina Crash, as well as doing a Sword and Shield tactic to hit Sirfetch'd and protecting her from the powerful Dark attack. However, Ash sees this fluke and tells Sirfetch'd to use Fury Cutter, basically trying to cut from all of the Walls of Light like how he did to Leon's Mr. Rime, and that connects it directly into Espatra, and doing super effective damage. However, the psychic energy starts to surge from the battlefield and hitting Sirfetch'd with super effective damage as well. These two birds are giving their all and none of them are willing to quit. Geeta is telling Espatra to try to use other tactics, as she's trying to use Flash Cannon, a powerful steel type move, a great beam of light in order to try to lower the defenses and special defenses of Sirfetch'd, trying to catch him off guard so that the powerful attacks are now being more connected. However, Ash is smart and tells Sirfetch'd to dodge with a powerful detect. But this is what Geeta wanted, not to hit him with Flash Cannon, but yes with another special defense dropping move, Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball highly connects with Sirfetch'd, lowering their special defense, and the barrage continues on and on and on, and to a point where Sirfetch'd cannot longer detect. But he uses his shield to bounce a Shadow Ball forward and hitting a super effective move on Espatra yet again. However, the situation is getting dire for the Galarian Night Duck, as the toxic effect is starting to get closer and closer, and the poison is spreading throughout his body. And Geeta takes this opportunity to not only land a powerful Dazzling Gleam, but trying to trap Sirfetch'd in an own Lumina Crash, yet it fails, but the damage is already done. Geeta is trying to go for the final blow as she summons yet another Flash Cannon. However, Ash decides to gamble in an all-or-nothing tactic, using the fighting type attack Star Assault, using the fighting energy to penetrate through the steel energy and basically connecting to Espatra, and a huge explosion begins to emerge. Only one bird is standing, and that is the Mighty Duck. Espatra is unable to battle, and Geeta recalls it from the battlefield, congratulating Ash from their tenacity and demeanor. However, she knows that this is not the end, and she also summons her Night Pokemon, King Gambit. With her ace on the field, Geeta knows that she has to terminate Ash quick, and tells King Gambit to use a Retaliate attack, trying to be boosted by their Supreme Overlord ability from his fallen comrades. The dire situation is getting to Sirfetch'd. He knows he doesn't have much time after the poison effects. However, he tries to dodge it with a powerful detect, but this is what King Gambit wanted, so that he could dodge one move, so that he could not dodge the other ones. Powerful abilities like Supreme Overlord are trying to get bigger and bigger and powerful, and the barrage of retaliates basically gets through Sirfetch'd, basically putting his health on a very low minimal, and Ash knows that he only has one chance to finish this fight. Ash is telling Sirfetch'd to basically grow a powerful attack, yet another Star Assault. The tech was basically built for this, a hit and run tactic so that it could hit hard as a sword. However, this is where King Gambit starts to show his power and might, as he's tried to penetrate through Sirfetch'd's fighting type with another of his own, promoting the Blueberry Brawlerama yet like no other, Brick Break. As Sirfetch'd is trying to hit the Galarian might, the Paldean warrior doesn't fret, using Brick Break on his own. The two fighting type moves clash. It's a super effective quad damage on King Gambit's hand, but this is where the fight goes to a critical, as King Gambit also uses a powerful Brick Break on Sirfetch'd, basically deleting half of the damage of what Meteor Assault would cause. Yet, it was a critical hit, trying to use the momentum and the ability of Sirfetch'd against his own, and a powerful explosion comes into play. Only one Knight and one Royal Pokemon is standing, and that is King Gambit. Sirfetch'd has fainted, not just from the massive damage, but also from the poison accumulated throughout the battle from Nemona. It was a team effort to take out this mighty duck, and Ash knows it. Without further ado, he uses his own ace to battle Geeta's, that being Pikachu. With Pikachu on the field, Geeta knows that this is no joke, as he starts to ask for King Gambit to use a barrage of Koto Cleaves, as Pikachu dodges it not only with quick attack, trying to dodge all of the moves in one row, and also hitting King Gambit with a powerful Thunderbolt, trying to immobilize the chess piece on the spot. King Gambit knows that Supreme Overlord is now trying to regenerate, so he cannot use Retaliate form now, and Pikachu uses this opportunity to dodge from all of his Koto Cleaves with quick attack, using the move not only to zone the opponent, but also to try to dodge all of his powerful attacks. And Pikachu sometimes connects it, sometimes it doesn't, but the last time it connects, it activates the ability Static, once again, immobilizing the powerful Paldean Pokemon. King Gambit's Supreme Overgrowth starts to get bigger and bigger and stronger, where Geeta basically tells them to use X-Scissor, a bug-type move. Trying to connect with Pikachu, yet it does, and it retaliates with a massive Iron Tail. Using their hands and tails as swords, these two powerful Pokemon clash with one another until they are no longer able to, do it. Pikachu has an idea with the Pokemon now being paralyzed because of static. He uses this powerful Electro Web to tangle all of the battlefield in it, so if he moves, it will not be as much. And he also tries to tangle all of King Gambit's hair into the battlefield and basically trying to trap him, and if he wants to use X-Scissor, he will have to do it so that he could basically escape instead of attacking the electric rodent. However, the infuriating energy of King Gambit is building, and Pikachu is having none of that, trying to clear all of the powerful with one blow, one final Thunderbolt. And this is where the situation gets tricky. Both Pokemon basically go to the ground. However, they have not fainted after a big explosion comes into play.
Pikachu!
The audience is at shock. Both aces of Ash and Geeta are on the ground. However, they know very well that this could not be the end. Not yet. The crowd goes wild. They're surprised, mesmerized even. They haven't even pulled their trump cards yet.
This isn't over, Geeta. I'm going to defeat you no matter what. I'm the world champion after all.
Ash remarks to the powerful woman. He knows that he doesn't have much time left, neither does Pikachu. However, they know what they can do. And so does Geeta. She responds on the same coin, making their Pokemon shine both once again in the field.
I know this is an exhibition match, Pikachu, but we have to do it. For our team, for our comrades, for our Galarian Pokemon.
Ash says, as the electric rodent starts to, spark his cheeks and basically shout a huge thunderbolt before he goes back into the field.
This is our time. This is our moment. Unleash your potential. Reveal your true self, Pikachu. Transcend your limits and make it shine. Terrestrialize!
Ash yells as both Pokemon begin to glow and they reveal their crowns. King Gambit revealing himself to be a fighting Terra type, while Pikachu revealing himself to be a Steel Terra type. These Pokemon are going back and forth into one final swoop. Pikachu is moving fast as lightning, however King Gambit is immobile like a chess piece. He cannot move because of the static ability. This is a very powerful clash between two ace Pokemon. And this is where Pikachu uses their trump card. With the electricity spreading across King Gambit's body, it means that static and all the powerful magnets and minerals are going to do more massive damage. And now, with being a Steel Terra, Pikachu can use their Iron Tail to more powerful effect. And Iron Tail begins to glow like how it did in the Best Wishes series, striking King Gambit with one final strike, and it's a fatal one, as the mighty Paldean Pokemon falls into battle, giving Pikachu the win, and therefore making Ash the winner of this exhibition match. The crowd is very impressed with the might and skill of both champions. They were not expecting for this to be a battle for the ages, and this inspires both trainers not only from the Mesagosa Academy, but also from the Blueberry one as well, as the Battle School Wars and the School Ace tournaments are about to begin, both impressed by the champions, including trainers not only like Nemona, but Carmine and Juliana as well. These three girls are impressed with La Primera's skills, but also with the power and might of the world champion, wanting to battle him once again if the time comes by. But this is where I will leave the story for today. Trainers, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Ash vs Geeta. I think it would be a very cool idea if, we had this in a potential series for Scarlet and Violet, or even if Ash, makes a cameo in Horizons. It could be something similar like how Cynthia and Caitlyn battle in the Junior Cup, but that's a topic for another day. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments down below. Let me know what other hypothetical battles for Ash you want to see as well. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and go on an amazing journey. Thank you for your time. KuroBlitz out.